Hey, would you look at that? Another Wednesday here on our Namibian Food Forest Homestead. There's a Narchi, but Mandarin. A little bit of rain, finally, eh? How nice. Guess the big war is won, eh?
No, you don't understand. The big war is starting now.
Yo, did you see that one? A cheetah!
I see some are slow. Can't find the link in the description and watch it, so I'm gonna just tell you here. Be careful, I'm giving you a warning. Who controls your eye controls your mind. So here, you're looking at things through my eyes and I control your mind. If you don't like it, buy. That's why it doesn't matter how I look. Look through my eyes and see what I see. It's lekker. Lekker.
Shall we say it's a wacky Wednesday? Let's refer back to last week. It is really all about war and persistent culture and permaculture and every culture and everything, okay? So really, it's everything here. Open eyes, open ears. We're gonna have a lot of fun. Stay tuned. So yeah, really, what's your problem? Water, life. We're talking about the most important things here.
So if you're not getting it yet, just to make it really clearly, it really is all about permaculture and life and live and freedom and food and being free.
I say, a bit of rain on the wacky Wednesday? No. It's a wet, waterful, wonderful Wednesday. On the way to go check if I can get that April Fool's joke out to you. I hope you have enjoyed it.
So, no, sorry, you can't watch ABUSHTVDAY 313. They don't want it to be free. So I'm gonna make a plan and tell you where you can see.
Finally, a bit of light drizzle for the whole morning. Very lekker. Bunnylawn, we're going to see what's in there. It looks like some chickens got out again. Oh no, they're here. But perch night will be a ongoing thing, it seems. I have more chickens than I can count. They're sleeping at places I don't know. So we're going to perch for a few nights. But these ones are gonna stay here today. The plug got lost. I don't know how the plug got lost, and the new plug is not working. Bunnies, bietjie kos. Daar's sy. Lekker. So it's a very chill day. I don't think it will be much of a bush TV day. I gotta go sort out some other things, other priorities, not mine. So Anton is also gone. He got paid. Pesci, thank you for the money for the toys. I gave it to him and said to him he must buy toys. So if and when he returns, I'll see if little guy got more toys to play with or not. I also added another extra $50 of my own that he can just like buy a lot of things for them. So I hope those children will be happy. I hope I will see Anton soon. I can't believe the chickens are going through there. It's so high up. Anyways, let's talk a bit of plans. So this thing is total overkill. Why did we build it so high? It doesn't need to be this big. I have a plan to hang a platform or something there from the roof. I want roosts up there, and then I want some roof sheeting to catch all that poosters, and that I can clean it and that the poosters is not falling here on the on the Bunny apartments. So yeah, and that we can harvest those chickens. Hello there, little friend. Let's take a stroll through the forest while I tell you about my culture. It really is Persista culture. I know what you do. You know who we are and what we do here. And it really is a big war. It's fun. It's awesome. So there's a little bit of blurry Independence Road. While I'm thinking about it, things went so hectic on the first joke day that poor Anton, you know, this squid game is really rigged against everybody. So poor Anton, I really rooted for the guy. I gave him in the end 14.4, and that is like 4 more than these other guys that work on farms in Namibia for $10 an hour, you know. So I really rooted for the guy. I tried to give him as much as I could. He said, okay, so the problem was, yes, his food was very expensive, you know. That took more than half of his pay. But besides that, the other thing I finally got time to think about later on. It was such a hurry to sort him out and get him sorted out and all that. So in the end, the taxi money, I just, you know, deducted it because he said he can deduct it. And he brought his wife and children, which I didn't tell him to do. So he said I can deduct the taxi money. But in the end, all in all, it's still less than I budgeted. So I'm gonna make a plan to give him his taxi money back, at least, you know. That way he can also share in the winnings of this squid game, ne? Lekker. So from now on, I'm going to assume that you have watched Bush TV Day 313. And so no names, no coffees on this episode. No supporters yet for this episode. Here today, this Bush TV is as free as a free bird can be. No coffees, no monies, no nothing, just Bush TV. So from tomorrow on, I would like to thank the supporters that's supporting. If you don't want to be supporting anymore, make sure to let me know, okay? And thank you then very much still. Anyways, so yes, since Bush TV 313 I can count the real supporters, and for every supporter I really would like to plant a tree. So let me know, what is your favorite tree, and I see what I can do about that, and let that be free. Lekker. So yeah, lekker. Can you count how many times I'm saying lekker? I talk a lot of nonsense. Today isn't a Bush TV day. Today is a safari day. Pokkies! There's another impala for you. If you're liking the African safari, give there a thumbs up. I'm not here for 1,000 subscribers. I'm here for 1,000 soldiers. Hey, that's a kudu. Lekker. Lovely. How beautiful is that? Hey, look at the small one. Go, my bro. Jy is the future. Lekker. While we're looking at the springboks, what's the time? Oh, it's my time. Why so slow? It's now time. Rapture time. GTFO. FIFO, fit in or FO. Lekker, lekker. Don't tell Boo, okay? But here's a little detail for you. Yes, these things are like aliens. I really don't like them. Look how freaking ugly they are. We are so lucky not to have them on our food forest homestead. Hey, it's actually it bit me just there.
So, I have to tell you this, it's going to sound a little bit crazy. Make with it what you want. But I have a little sneaky suspicion that I'm your last call, your last warning. I have no idea how long you have. But yeah, just know I'm doing what I have to do. I'm saying what I have to say. And I do it with a heavy heart. It's not easy, but also it is so joyous. Happy times coming. Just like stop looking up and start looking at the light in front of you. And unfortunately, all the nonsense will sound like nonsense if you have not watched ABUSHTVDAY 313. So sorry for that. But that one is up to you. Go check it out. I don't think it's so much an issue of nonsense. It's just that you've been tuned into nonsense, and so sense is just flying right past. So what are we gonna choose right here? A left or a right?
About time, eh? Let's check. While I'm still young. Almost 6. Yeah, it's a 6. Lekker, lekker. Back at the homestead. What's the time? Oh, it's just one time. Still looks like just one time. Maybe it's time to seriously have a talk about time here. Because this joke is not really working for me. Because this is not constant, and you know, it's not what it should be. But there we got our 6. Lekker, lekker. And yes, I really just, you know, because what day is it? Is it that one? Oh, I'd really just start doing this. So let's make it as easy as A, B, C. 1, 2, 3. Okay. If you look closely, every day is lekker lekker hashtag 33 day. But this day was a lekker 33 day because that day is the 1st of Nissan. That's how I understand the juice media runs their calendar. So where do we start? Hey, would you look at that? They bombed us. No, this pole, it was rotten there. We had it with some wires, and it seems the little bit of rain this morning was just too much. I knew I would have had to remove these poles. They were way too long in the wind and the weather. So it is unfortunate. It did give us some purpose. We did all this at the time when, you know, we thought, let's just do it because we can at that time, and we don't know what the future holds. But then it took too long to get this covered up and all that. So it is really quite a sore waste of trees and stuff, but also not, because I have a lot of plans with some of these poles, and definitely all these poles, like there's a lot of fences to be made. You know, chickens and sheep struggle to walk together. So kampie span. Yo, my tent. What did I nog want to tell you? Look at my tent. All in all, this isn't the biggie I expected it. But I'm unhappy about that. That is a bit of damage. Maar dis kleintjies, small stuff. Don't sweat the small stuff. What is the point of a Bush TV day? Let's talk about this light in front of you. Orange 33. Orange 33. Learn it, clock it. The point of a Bush TV day is that some days there are more important things than talking about little flowers and stuff, okay? So on 33 day, I do not distract you with a cheetah. A cheetah equals 33. I do not distract you with a cheetah on 33 day. I talk to you about 33 day. You understand how I roll. Now, in continuation of April Fools, let's show you about this clowns. They must have known I'm on my way today, because last week this was still not painted over. So let me tell you about it while I find the photos, because I did take photos, because I know these clowns. So these clowns, they can't even spell. You see on the one side, it's a Masonic with a S. On the other side is Masonic with a C and a C. So the dumb pointer, he just spelled wrong, eh? No, it's two C's there. C is 3, C, 33. Can you see? These freaking clowns, look, if you want to vee jou gat my af, nee, dan gaan ek my gat in jou ook afvee, verstaan jy? And that was definitely not a mistake by the painter. The only mistake is that they want you to miss that take. So guess where we are today? I have a little bit of coffee monies left. So more food. Awesome, so there they are. Only 4 today. I don't have much space, but I think I got 4 special ones. This is just a shade tree, but I figured that the whim of the moment, maybe someone someday needs some shade, so there's some cover. What is this again? Oh, I took another cashew because why? And this is another variety of custard apple, sugar apple. Apparently it's the smooth one, so we'll see how smooth that is. And then I got another twofer here. This is the cool thing about this nursery, you get the 2-in-1 sometimes. This is tobacco, I think, but what I'm actually buying here is a Zemenia Kafra. It's apparently the one from up north at Katima, so it does look way different than the ones that we have. So yeah, I didn't know it. We got a third variety of Zemenia. Cool, eh? So can you see this? It's not the government doing things, it's the people doing things. Let me explain this article better. It's about unemployed street kids fixing the potholes in the city and being tipped by taxi drivers and stuff. Yeah, we gotta do things ourselves. This government is not doing anything for us. Time to see it. I don't know if you can see much, but it's really raining lekker. About 2 hours still after the video went live. When the video went live, it started raining like crazy. Clearly not operating on our own time. If you remember the solar panels, we took them down just in time before the roof collapsed. Anyways, I came to check up on the Kabashu while it's raining so hectic, and it was basically like driving in a river from there to here. It's really a fantastic Friday here on our Food Forest Friday. Poor dog, really, there is just one F word that, so, yo, the roads were rivers. I wish I could have shown you. Oh, here you can see, no, this is not doing it justice. This was a pan last night. It's such a shame it's in the night that I couldn't film it. So who's curious how much is in there? Like I said, just as the lekker video went live, it started raining like really crazy. So what's in here? Like a full, oh, almost 40. That's a 38. Yo, how awesome is that? As always, rain is lovely and very welcome. Unfortunately, this is the one place we do not want rain. But I see there's no major damage. I think I timed my things very well. We had a lot of drought. So yeah, just one base full of water. It's weird, eh? But there was big rocks. You can see the one rock there in the corner. I hope it doesn't make nonsense with my base. And we have to babysit this little monster again. Yeah, I've never seen a dog with so much energy. So really, this is not really even 7 hours later. This was just water last night. Like, you can't believe it. It was full there. So this really just goes to show that, you know, the water really does penetrate into the ground quite quickly. So I'm not too worried about planting inside the swales. This cactus is doing nice. It's even continuing with its flower there. Yeah, some didn't make it, but whatever, like, you know, there's bigger things to worry about sometimes also. The roads were rivers, and really, like, look at this. Full smiles. Lekker. This one isn't so full. We got something swimming in here. Another green monster. So I've given a bit of thought on this subject. Really amped to go see if there's some like a sense comments for me. But look at this. So I decided, since I figured that one was the first, we're going there, the second. And would you look at that then? Illuminati Day ends up being another 33rd day of the year. Lekker. There's a bit of persister culture for you. All the supporters, all the likes, thank you very much. If I could have given you a like back, just know I would. So, weeds. What can you tell me about this weed? These things, they get stuck in your clothes. Quite a pest. Little yellow flowers. Looks like that. And sticks into your clothes also. But, yeah, for now, I don't see the harm in them. As long as they're not spreading. Maybe there's some medicinal value to it even. It seems to go that way with pest plants. Of course, starting a food forest is not very easy because for a lot of years there's not really any payoff. You have to spend so much, put so much in, and there's no return really. Especially like for us, we don't have drip lines, so we can't plant tomatoes or butternuts to sell at the market. Yeah, if I knew it was a better rainy season, I would have planted or like went to buy some butternut seeds, but I rather planted some other stuff that I have a more sure bet on. As far as I remember, this is the seedless flaming red. It's only now really starting to grow leaves. I mean, this is very late, it feels like. So yes, I just would like to ask you, if you can and if you have time and you want to have some fun, it's not so, yeah, make a mission and plant a tree. Plant some food for the future. There doesn't need to be a monopoly on food. Do you see the picture? Somebody was asking about priorities and plans for the future and, you know, finance wise and all that. Well, I can tell you in the winter, I hope I'm gonna have some energy. When this is drying up, I really would like to dig this a bit deeper. Anyways, so I was thinking about something. A cow, milk is just, you know, running like the cooking oil into the impossible numbers. So we would like to get a cow for milk. I've been working on that a bit, saving up a little bit and so on, but cows is very expensive. But so I was thinking, how about this? If you're sitting somewhere and you would like to also have part in a cow, send us a coffee and we save it. We buy a cow sometime and we're gonna give you a nice shout out for it, and it's something on the homestead to see grow together. And yeah, free milk then, maybe if you're in trouble and you need to come get some milk. While I'm having your attention, another point I would really like to make about a Bush TV Day. You know, I go through a lot of effort to edit as well as I can and not waste your time, and yet to also capture the beauty that comes across the day. But you know, you better be worth sharing the beauty with, and if you don't share, the buck stops with you. You know how that works. So stay lekker. And look how cool is this little guy. I'm gonna take him to some water. It's very late in the season. I expect the winter to start any moment. But I'm gonna take my own challenge here and today plant a cashew. And we've been saying this is the perfect spot for the next tree for a nut, because nuts is important. So we're gonna plant a cashew here and see what it does through the winter. If I have to count the options, it's one of the best places for it. So I got this packet. I wonder if you sent it this way or somebody tried to have a sneaky look in there. So Johan Strijdom from Windhoek, that guy is a bra thousand. He didn't go the extra mile. This guy, he went several miles past the extra mile, sent this to us, paid the transport. He even sent us a list with a story of everyone. Really appreciate that. Wow, what a lot of effort, man.
Thank you. The top. Thanks, thanks. Now I can't make a mistake where the top is. Where is this one? I want to see it. You were telling me a story, and I think, yeah, it's this one. Yes, you said you grew this one from seed. Now that is, wow. We've tried doing that and haven't accomplished that so far, but you made us believe, and we're gonna see what we can do about growing it from seed if we can. You know, some other ones. So you didn't explain the colors, I think. Well, the way I see it, it's just the normal ones. Is any of them yellow or golden? Because we're really looking for those also. Thank you very much, Yuan. Yes, thank you for going the extra mile. If you have trouble, really give a shout out, and I'll see what I can do about going the extra mile for you also. Thank you. It's difficult to count how many extra miles this guy went through. He already trimmed them, ready to plant. Yuan also sent us a letter in the mail here, which is nice to see because it really confirmed some of my suspicions. Don't plant in the full sun here. It's just too much in Namibia. Johan, thank you very much. Thank you. We are both very, very happy and thankful and ecstatic. Thank you. And I think this box is going to be a perfect fire starter for today, because most of the wood is wet from the rain. Johan, there it is. I think in the spirit of 33 day, we're going to say this one is 33% on for me, 33% for Boo, and 33% for you, and then the other 1% is for the birds, although the birds will probably take more than 1%. We've really not been big on naming and numbering our plants. We just let it grow and see what fruit it bears. But since you made so much effort here, we're gonna do a bit of effort of our own and also mark them. A bit of afternoon rain gave us another 2 millimeters, resulting in the 40 that I expected for today. So don't want to jinx it here, but I'm fairly confident. The only thing dying on this homestead today is the one-eyed clown joke show. Everybody's having a holiday that day. Lekker, lekker. There's some glory in the morning. As I understand, it's a Sabbath today in the research, and the people and everybody tells me. We're back at 888. Feels like a time traveler today. So since it's supposed to be a Sabbath today, it shouldn't be a bush TV day. Hey! Last night it started raining.
If you really need an explanation,
I guess about 20 or so, and this morning it rained some more.
8:46.
Well, yeah,
George
I guess
Floyd,
that's it.
knee
It's
on
at
neck.
about 22, it's 22,
8:46
so I
minutes
guess 2 for the morning,
reported
20 for
first.
last night. To be honest, I highly doubt it's the real Sabbath, and I will rest when I'm dead. Personally, I wonder if a Monday isn't a Sabbath. They've screwed with everything so much. What's the truth anymore?
Oh,
Do you want to spot the real logo hidden behind the bush? That's your marker. Easy as pie. You think I'm crazy? I'm beyond crazy. It didn't rain much the past, especially 5 years, especially during the day. So let's see all the water and hope this is a nice permaculture tour.
I'm from outer space, I got Milky Way for blood, evolution in my veins. I'm gone, I've been far away, I'm illuminated now, make a move, start the waves. I've been dreaming about flying for a long time. I had a vision from the birds, they won't co-sign. Artificially, they let me away. I'm the future, just breathing on the fine line. Of this illusion, I am not really here, I'm an intrusion. I don't swim or sink, I just flow. I don't need gravity, I just need flow. When I move, it's in a quick rumble. I will never ever fall, never stumble. And I don't need to be humble. Break down walls like Jericho crumble. When I move, it's in a quick rumble.
We are all kings and queens. Do not let them take your power from you. Stay lekker, lekker. For those lekker tuned in, screw Elon Musk and his Neuralink's synthetic singularity.
What was that? Synthetic telepathy.
We are the singularity. While I'm busy running a few errands, what shall I nog export for you today? Now this is a quality use of a little monarch. Long past time, something I miss out. While I'm having a day, I thought let's provide a bit of national amusement here. Trust me, the irony is not lost on me. Man has the power to defy God. Don't be too quick to catch the point. It's not about defiance.
It's about making a point.
Yeah, so really there's the blur, and there's some clay and some water, and you know what time it is. So pretty much can say what you want to say at this moment. Since everybody is sleeping, is nou die lekker tyd. Gaan lekker wees. Catch my drift. My bro, there in China, do you see? I need a quality phone, not this nonsense I've been getting for the last how many years. So you know, I don't know how we're all gonna go, but please. And Mr. Yin Yang, you know, it's not time for yin yang.
My favorite savage doctor, if you're watching. I've been wondering, it seems all of last year they've been playing this one like this. And since they like to invert things, I wonder if this one is gonna go like this. And maybe that one is gonna go like that. What's the idea? How do we run in front of them? They know where to go. Trust me, they know where to go.
Rule 1, never settle, stop and work until it's done. Rule 2, hold your ground, you stay and fight and never run. Rule 3, rep your set.
I want to start this day off with a story here on our Namibian food forest homestead. Have you heard about the story about the people that were forming a circle around trees and shouting it to
Shouting is
death?
fine, but this one I must censor.
So perch night was a bit too successful. Well, I guess it's with the rain and what. But our chickens are very few now. But for me, myself, I'm not too worried about it. The chickens are quite a nuisance when trying to establish a food forest. And the winter is coming, then food is scarce. So maybe it's gonna make our lives just a lot easier for a little while.
I know some have their own bush TV, and some are tired of watching bush TV. And I know there is some people that love watching bush TV a lot. So we're gonna watch a bit of bush TV for a moment. Wood is getting so expensive. I guess there's a lot that would like to watch a bit of bush TV but simply can't. So this one is for you, really. Enjoy it. If that was too fast or too slow or too boring, so I have plants that I need to mark. So I think here a permanent marker isn't permanent enough. So let's see how permanent this can be. So I didn't spend all the time for all the details there with what your aunt sent, but it seems like you sent 2 or 3 number 2s, so gonna have to go count there. But yeah, this is like a plan, eh? I'm sure I'm not the first to show you. I believe there's nothing new under the sun, but there it is for you. You could have sent 2 more. There's 2 left. I'm just being sarcastic. Look, they're all there. Thank you. Thank you very much again, man. I'm wondering, what's the TikTok challenge for today? Since there's always a challenge and a distraction. I'm wondering, how many kilometers can you walk bare feet on a gravel road? These days, you gotta start planting for the future. As you can see, they borrow money from the future and make us suffer now even with it. So there's not much way to fight back, but if you can start planting for the future, at least that's one way. Start planting for your future, for your children's future. Or do you not believe in future anymore? Then sit back and enjoy the show. And really, I have to say this, at this point in time, if you're just planting for yourself, you're basically just running the rat race and wasting your own time, to be honest, sorry to say. Be lekker, eh? So here's one in ICU. Back to the chickens. You see, I wanted to gamble with them. I wanted to raise them that they're big and then sell them. I should have just sold them earlier because they were getting a nuisance. They were a nuisance. So it's all fun and games. See the blessings. The other thing, I really like these. They are strong. Good genetics. Who knows Canadian permaculture legacy? He inspired me a lot. I learned a lot from him. He gave some tough advice also on things that I guess I will still have to wait another 30 years to see the payoff from. But it would be so cool if I can get the overflow from this swimming pool pond dam into there for the ducks, and then from there to the pond, and then I would like to have a ram pump it all the way back up here. Also extend this a bit, make it a bit bigger, like a swimming pool. But yeah, quite a mission, just a big dream. So I would like to know, it seems you oaks overseas, you like to mix clay in pits. Also tops, but I don't have a top. The top seems alright. It seems like a easy and a quick way. But for me, here is the pit. There's actually a lot of water in here. Quite easy to mix some clay. Actually, I might come just, dig out some clay here because it's there. But not too worried about it because, having to get in the pit, having to get out of the pit. It's a lot of work. I don't know. I'm lazy, so I like to work very hard. So the way I mix the clay, must I explain myself here? It got nicked.
There was a little scorpion in there.
While mixing the clay, and so really just putting it out of its suffering.
There's a lot more, don't worry.
I was hoping to build a lot more there on my dog's house, but unfortunately some other errands came up. Maybe I'll work through the night, maybe not. I'll see how I feel. So thank you for watching, and thank you for all your support, and thank you all for everything. Thank you all for being lekker. Awesome. How's playing Squid Games there in the city these days? Sometimes I work for me, sometimes I work for Boo, sometimes I work for you, and sometimes just lekker. And today it's a little bit working for the cars, because the shocks is not making it with this bumpy road. So this is a lekker mix of sand and charcoal. I trust we can rake this very flat and have a nice road with it. Barskor, you said about mixing charcoal into the clay. Now if I can get the fine charcoal out of this sand, I think that would be nice to add it to the clay. But I don't have a sieve for that. I don't know if you've clocked the priority list in a previous Bush TV, but the priorities also change with time. And I see the cars are taking a punch with this road. Level it out on top. So despite what YouTube says, I know there's a lot of people watching Bush TV offline, actually, I've come to find out. So yes, if you can check out on YouTube Byron Grows, that guy explains a lot about syntropic agroforestry and stuff. I'm sure most know about him anyways. Very awesome, very cool that he's teaching for free. But so if you do not have internet, let me try and explain the concept here for you. Yeah, so really always permaculture Oshivambu and permaculture Kavangu and permaculture Damara channels, like, let me know. I'll come and subscribe. I don't know if I'll always have time to watch, but I'll support as much as you can. I have Mukoso here with me. Yes, Mukoso. My 3 Independence Day soldiers. So Mukoso, you don't understand what this story is here, or do you understand a little bit?
I understand.
You can explain to people that they don't understand?
But to explain, I can't, because I'm just my first.
Well,
it's just my first time to do this.
Well, we want to collect the water here, so that the water is not just running there at the back.
Yeah.
Stop it here. It's going there. It's sleeping there, and then we can plant nice trees there. The trees, they will Maybe 1-2 years we must give them water, 3 years we must give them water, but 4 or 5 years, then we don't worry to water them. That is the plan, the hope. That is how it works.
Okay.
So yeah, it's to collect the water, plant some trees there, nonja,
Yeah,
to get food. Yeah. No. Sharp. Check these pests out. This is tamboti, which they apparently don't eat, but they try. Oh, I see they're gone now. They tried. They will always try. Well, the guys are taking a breather in a moment. A quick moment here. If you can imagine the previous month here, the first 2 weeks, they were done. But all your coffees from this time are still making today's video possible. Thank you. As I understand, the words go like this. So bonus points for you if you have some trash in body, handu, but no plastics, but paper and stuff is fine. So to protect the ground from the sun, keep the water in there, keep the plants happy. It's about the life in the ground. It plays a big role. And the second important thing is the roots from the trees and the plants. The more roots, the more sugar, the more lekker. So it's like playing a bit of pick up sticks here. Gotta be careful. I doubt we'll finish the whole game of pick up sticks today. Got other things to sort out also, but it would be nice if we can walk through here again. It's a shame Gleba loved playing here. The guys made quick work of the pickup sticks here, but there's still the most tricky ones left. You see, I should be sitting and doing some administration work, catching up while these guys are loading here. But my pens can never seem to stay where I put them. And you want to talk about respect with me. So, since I don't have a pen, I'm gonna use my tongue a bit here. Filling some puddles, fixing some roads. We're fixing some roads because we believe in the future, our future. Lekker. If you haven't watched Squid Games or the 8 show, like in an 8 show, you should really make the time to watch it. It's not just a show. Start seeing that you are the show. There really is an agenda against all of us. I'm not talking nonsense. I've spent many years of my time researching, while others simply didn't want to spend the time, or rather believed what they've been telling you on their big screens. So it's really time to wake up and know a lot, understand what I'm talking about. And so you know, obviously I'm not talking to you here, but I'm talking to the new ones or the ones that are here and still playing catch up. So time to catch up. It's really all just, you know, one earth, one time, one God, one everything, one human race, one tribe, one time, one big job, one thing. And you know, money is in the way of that. Time to also see that. Check out what Michael Tellinger talks about. I'm gonna try and add it for you in the description or somewhere. It's my Bush TV, and here talking is free, at least for me. I want to talk to you about something. the recession. I see my words were not even called on 44. So really, if you can, and you still can, I would suggest and advise you to send the most to the now, not to me. And then otherwise, if you can't see yet, and like I was trying to say in the comments for a lot of you during the past few weeks, I think the time is soon that you're going to need that money for yourself. So, yeah, be wise as serpents, they say. Not enough permaculture. This is some lekker corn growing. They want you to believe in their future. That's why they keep showing it to you in movies and books. They have a big plan. But trust me, I have a much bigger plan. And I believe the big eye in the sky has an even bigger plan. So you know, it's time now. You can tell me I'm wrong as much as you want. I know what I know, I've seen what I've seen. They know it too. So if you really want to still fight for them and think, you know, you can come here with some arguments, let the track record speak for itself. Even just here for us Namibians, what have they been doing for 35 odd years? Have they really been doing anything? Do you think so? Well, then you haven't seen anything yet. Okay. Must I always spell out everything? Let me know if you're still not on it. If you watch the H show, you'll see how they cheat with the little balls. Now they know how to play. Oh, it's been going like. So, you know, it's easy. Start seeing it. Be wise. So, regarding spelling it out, no graven images. Should tell you all about it, but if you go look at history and go look at what's going on, these guys, they take your money and they make you suffer. And they take your money and say if you're not having enough prosperity, it's because you're not giving enough money. No graven images, no money. Lekker, lekker. I like giving shout outs. Shout some from the roof, from the roofs. So static in the attic. You were talking about frogs. There's a frog for you. Another little green monster. They're trying to get back into the water here. Not gonna happen, I think. I'm not here about spoiling the nice and the fun and the permaculture for you. But for those still tuned, I see other homestead channels also are speaking their mind. I've seen quite a funny one from Arcopia. Lekker, lekker, my bra. But he was, you know, he was making a joke with you all and having fun. Sort of also at your expense. So, you know, for me, it is a very, very serious subject. That is the top priority. It's above food. Do you understand it? Well, at least for me. You know what's coming. Lekker, lekker. A lot of road got sorted out, but these guys are already pushing the overtime into the red. Really a different kind of breed, working in the sun without hats and pushing through the lunch. Really appreciate it. Pushing it in the red and getting it done. Then we're gonna have a good rest. A nice stretch was done here as well. We drove past here yesterday also. So it is all about loving and spreading the love, and I hope you see the love and feel the love. But it's also time to be tough. It is so ironic just as soon as I started paying the guys a bit more, the recession starts. Hopefully it's a bit of time before it arrives here, so that they can win for a short while. Like I said, the Squid Games is really rigged against all of us. Stay lekker lekker. So if you took my pen, you better be writing more powerful words than I would have written. Tag, you are it now. In Afrikaans, I would say it's a wolklose Woensdag, a cloudless Wednesday. It's almost about 11. I see some clouds are forming through the treetops there. We don't have a thermometer. We don't use a thermometer. Most days are really hot, like 32 degrees Celsius to 42 degrees Celsius. So don't need a thermometer to tell you that. Just need some determination, strength and persistence to get through most days. When it's really cold, if my toes turn purple, then I know it's cold enough to get some shoes. There's a few makalanis. So yeah, it's starting to get cold. Planting for the future. We've waited 3 to 4 years. Where is that one? But finally, there's a payoff. Persista culture. We've had a guavadilla that went all the way up there in that tree. I see the termites are very active here at block 3. But so all our guava, or a lot of guavadillas, the termites ate them alive. Even the big one that went to the top of that tree. So here is a grenadella. Quite proud of my own laziness. Just left it and it grew through its pot. And it's close to a living termite mound. And since we put the pole here not long ago, it's been really booming and also flowering. So maybe grenadellas don't get eaten by termites, I don't know. Too scared to really find out, but this one grew through the pot and it's well. So I didn't explain this very well. You can easily, with a shovel, just trim it. And see, if you are in a hurry and it's just a doghouse, don't worry about how wet or how dry your clay is. You can shape it later easily. Important, compact it, compact it. Hey, I see the clouds are building. So I have to water here at block 5, and I want to show you, this is the one where I was chopping and dropping this Yathropa, and the termites were in here and eating all these stems, and as you can see there's no mulch left, it's just bare soil again. So what is that, 2 weeks, all the mulch gone. Just look at all these rooms. How cool are they? So there we are, a little bit of a doghouse. Got some plastic underneath these poles, just for the ceiling, to keep his head clean. He likes the cold cement floor, so all the extra leftover cement, which was full of clumps and stuff, it came here, and there's a little floor. Still needs to dry out.
The clouds are not much, so maybe over the weekend I will have time to finish up here on top with clay. I have a specific grass I'm struggling to get to grow with all the chickens, so I think I'm gonna try and grow that type of grass on top of here. And maybe over the weekend I find some time to come make a floor here also. He likes to chill here. So yeah, thank you for watching and all that. Thank you for all the support. So yeah, you know what time it is now. It's now quality time. I don't know if you've seen the guy exposing, I think it was Louis Rossman, about the Samsung phones. They are engineered to fail. The charging, it's designed to fail at one of the connection points between the battery and the motherboard. And so I've been having recently a bit of struggle with my phone to charge, and now it's not charging at all. So if you don't see a Bush TV soon, that is why. But trust me, don't worry, I will make a plan and we will be back. Stay lekker. What? Are you still watching? Well, welcome then to behind the scenes. This is my YouTube studio. Here I sit and edit my videos. Nice next to the stove. And as long as the mosquitoes don't bite me, it's a lekker spot. Now this is quality that I like. How's that for quality? Yes man, thank you very much. So yes, Mr. Yin Yang, it's time now. If you want me to keep sitting on this chair, sit still and shut up, it's time to export some quality. Lekker. So today is the 13th day of this new year of theirs. So today is a Friday the 13th on our Namibian food forest homestead. Some beautiful flowers. Yesterday I had to help somebody else out, but I can show you this. Not the Bush TV day, but yet in the bush. I thought it would be dry by now. I don't know if I should chance it to drive through here. I've had enough fun and games for today. But this road is a river. It would be so nice if there can be some swales. And I'm sure some food can be established here. This is a bit far away from our food forest. I have to help somebody else out for today. But soon this will be dry, so I thought let's capture the moment for us all. Just a natural pan with rainwater. There's some water plants. And it's lekker deep. I trust it will be a lot deeper there in the middle. Wat soek? Huh? Wat soek? Say. I'd like to get going with the trees for you all, but collecting them isn't so easy. Here is a mandarin. It's been booming. Mekon, I hoped to find time to go buy a look what for you, but today was just too busy. So here is biggest look what to look at for a moment. These black termites, they harvest the grasses. I don't think they would ever get into walls or so. I don't see them doing that. They also don't seem to build termite mounds. They just collect grasses, green grasses and dry grasses. We have so many different types of termites, so I'll try and clock them when I come across them. Talking about clocking, Boo forgot to clock this detail, so let me catch it before it dries out. It's here on top of the doghouse. These poles were underneath a tree. A little biome of its own. So, avocados. I know a few supporters said avocados are their fruit. So this is the biggest avocado we have growing here next to a moringa that struggles to perform, and underneath a big tamboti. It's on the south side. Unfortunately, we'll have to make a plan with the frost, but this is an elevated area, so it is quite hot compared to back there and here where I'm standing. You can actually feel the difference when walking at block 3. You can feel the height makes quite a difference from the old termite mounds. Anyway, so this avocado, it was also just growing through the pot and we left it. A little bit of a compost heap. So on the Food Forest Friday, I like to spoil the bunnies. Here's some chia, I think it's alright for them if I remember correctly, and some sorghums. They've been digging like crazy down here. Suspect some babies soon. Some bunnies have been having a lot of fleas, so I'm bringing them a bit of ash. There was a bit of talk in the comments about fertility pits, so here's a fertility pit. The ground is still nice and wet. Who said I must document everything in the bush TVs? So let's just say the Naus rabbits didn't make it. But your bunnies are fine. They don't seem to want to eat this really. They don't eat it definitely as they would eat the jackalberry or lucina or whatever. Yeah, look, munching on a jackalberry. They like that one. I gotta make time to catch up with your videos and see if you started making a plan with your bunnies. Clock is ticking, I'm bringing them soon for you. So, what's next? Been thinking about a big priority in the back of my mind for a while. Finally got an idea. So, time to flip the script here and attend to another priority. I see the propagation station needs some attention here. But so, yeah, I'm gonna try and build a frost wall here. Like a clay wall curving there against this fence here of the duck area. Curve here up to there. It's the hope that it will protect from the south winter winds. We can make a plan to throw some netting over top when the leaves are all fallen off or something, or even just put some poles and a net here on this level. I plan to build it about this height of this clothesline. So yeah, I'm not gonna run with frost nets every time there's some news on the radio or whatever. So I want to build a frost wall here that I can sit back and not have to worry about moving all these or whatever. For now, I think I'm just gonna start using some of this clay. Don't have time to wait for transporting more clay to site. So this is a tiny little gooseberry from Ireland. Or well, maybe it's because it's in the pot, it's tiny. But they taste like hazelnut almost. Wow, amazing. Here's some proof in action. There's the termites. This camera. And there's the tree. It's a, what you call this? It's an avocado. Talking about avocados today, it seems. Yeah, look at them. Nice compost ground. Bye. This avo I've shown before, also grown through its pot. Didn't shield it for the winter and it made it through. It's a termite day for sure. Here in the bathroom we have some type definitely in the wall. Just a small little foundation really. That's the result of the pick up sticks game. While attending to some personal duties, I came across Mutkoso and he said he can help me out quickly for 2 hours or so, making the job a lot easier. Just trying to get the foundation going, get the level established. So Mukoso's help wouldn't have been possible without your coffees. Thank you very much. He said tomorrow they can come help me. So maybe we can build 2 layers here tomorrow. The grocery row area is towards there. We had a baobab here, but it died. Thought it would have been a lovely spot where it can get a big tree one day. Anyways, I just glanced at this the other day, so I want to show you. If you've been keeping track with all the bush TVs, you'd see this little oven has been through a lot of rain and it withstood all of that rain. Quite amazing and awesome. It's so ridiculous. I don't know if I should laugh or cry. But herbs is called kruid in my language. And then they go and they teach us all the good herbs are onkruid, like unherbs, not herbs. So this is also unherbs, but I wonder it's probably some herb. But there's some flowers on the Food Forest Friday. Yay! Thank you for watching. Thank you for all the support. Thank you for being lekker. Going to get a bit of Wi-Fi quickly. I'm really trying to find something cool to show you, but I keep missing it, walking right past it. So let's see if I can find it.
having a real tough time finding that one specific tree I'm looking for. But look at how cool these tambotis are. One of the few really big ones left. That's just half of it. Or it was chopped off and then it grew back here. Something, not sure. Guess that tree is gonna have to stay elusive. We'll block it on another day. Here CNN is blatantly throwing out a 33 there with a 38 coincidentally below, and RIP Def and a few other like Red Drum are also a 38. 38 and 83, look at that movie by Sandra Bullock, Red Drum by the Numbers, was in 1983. We have some blatant 8 and 3s there in the poster for you also, if you go Google that poster. And yes, I can only wonder what's the news for today going to be, since it's like a 11:44 on Friday the 13th, so we're going to check and document it today. The first nonsense I've come across, just on the local language newspaper thingy, we got April Fool's gekke dag is now 435 day. As you can see, Billy is just normalizing some really nasty stuff. On the W3W front. Oh yes, I gotta mention this. So since I've had my W3W campaign here of my own, I see Yeezy Kanyeke. He also released their W3W song for you all. It's completely changed now. Some things are purported as, currently going on when it's old history. We got universal basic income there in Germany making the news, and coincidentally here in our country also. Just grinding into that thing that, they want you in. I see yesterday's news for South Africa, not so good. If you know police code 10-4 means over and out, dark days coming now. Bye. The article is having a lot of the same numbers they always use. If you start learning it, it's not so difficult. You'll see the same ones. It's not about some mental disorder or whatever they have you to believe nonsense. Oh my word. Yes, like a Squid Games. The article ends with a very definitive 56. I can't say these things and explain it. It will get removed. But so the J suits, they got the 56. The big CV Wileys, that was a 56. It was reported that it got killed at 56 degrees Celsius. Some police cruisers were even fitted with heaters that heated up to 56 degrees Celsius to combat the CV big V. So this one has been shooting for the moon. Some green muscle there on your green muscle. Not that green muscle refers to that green muscle. Keep growing some green muscle. Planting for the future. Other 10-4 news was this joke show. It's really horrible and stupid what went on there. But it's just painted under different colors here, under correcting past mistakes and racism. It's all nonsense, as you can see, even in America, same day. Also news there on taking some LAND. It's part of Agenda 21. They want to get you off the land and in the cities. Back to the 3-3. Something I'm sure is fishy there. I wonder what that seamless guy was doing or not doing. Yeah, really, really bad.
I watched some footage. It looks really weird how that chopper just so on the 11/4/44 we got this about mob justice and almost killing a guy. And then earlier in the week or whenever, there was this really bad thing happening in Isakos, where some guys went with machetes and killed 6 people. So of course for the 44 they rerun a story about the incident, and it's so ridiculous how they try and divert and distract from the real issue, the brutality and how horrible this is. No, let's focus on the neglect of the little boys. No, that is not the focus here, of course, obviously. You can see lekker. Oh, and of course the Order Fraternal with their logos and their badges and their black and white tiles. It's easy to spot them. So yeah, a police officer, he was involved in it also. Lekker. It's time now. I see here Europe wants its citizens to will they listen? Yeah, it's a war on Bahar, so we gotta fix and fight back with all we got, because it's one on all fronts. Education, language, everything, like, you understand what the word everything means. So really, what can you think more of? How can we fight this back? One good way is plant for the future, because that way you yourself at least can have something to sell where you are there in a township or wherever. You have something to sell in 5 to 7 years, and you are less dependent on a boss, a salary, the government giving you maize meal, etc. Let's start thinking about independence and not dependence. Happy Dependence Day. Again, not like the plants really need it right now, just that running 6 days ahead of schedule thing. So block 7 and 3 is getting some water today on the 101st day of the old year. Just a random fertility pit, not even that. Anton used some sand to fill the rings, the wall or whatever. Never watered them since the last rain, and they're doing very well. The day begins with adamant hungry ducks, and it also ends with adamant hungry ducks. Well, zoo animals, they must just go eat. Really, so they must go eat there in the food forest. There's a lot of termites. So just because we can and you can't, we're doing this here for you. We'll end it on a bit of Bush TV. Let those fires burn. Burn. How lovely is flames to watch. A different kind of peace. Taking a quick breather here on this Saturday. This April lines up so perfectly, like the 103rd day. Take the 0 away. It's also the 13th. Quick breather. On a side topic, there's these 2 chairs didn't make it. So I'm gonna put them in the garden somewhere and cover them up with cement. Put cement in there at the feet. Make 2 nice cement chairs. How cool will that be? So this drum, well, it was a lot more fuller from oil. I think it's leaking, but we don't see any leaks. But there's an empty drum next to this avo. I think that's gonna sort it out for the winter beautifully. And then Mukoso and Johannes is helping here. mixing the clay, extending the swimming pool. Busy with the first layer here. As you can see, just pack it roughly, then come with water and wet hands and just lekker slap it into place. I had to make a plan here so that this tree can grow. What a mess this tree and this wire's gonna make, so we'll come and remove this wire at some point. Yeah, it's always difficult to tie something to a tree, né? I've made this plan for the clothesline with some pipe. That should give us a few years. Anyways, let's see how this progresses for the day. So, what makes it a bit easier is compacting it a little bit like this in 2 layers while wet. But at this point we're not too worried about compaction anymore. It can stay relatively moist and get compacted by its own weight on top. Also, the grasses are minimal. Not too worried about grasses anymore. Don't really need it for a wall like this. It's just gonna be an open air gabion wall basically. And also, so yes, compaction is really minimal. What happens is it's more about shaping it into place with water. And yeah, just taking off from the sides and putting it on top. Really not too worried about it. Just get it done. It needs to be done quickly. And it will be fine for this purpose. It's far from level, but it's getting there. Letting it dry out for a bit. We'll add hopefully another layer before the end of the day. While waiting for the clay to dry and running some quick errands and sorting out a few things, these guys are putting some shade cloth netting here on bunny lawn. What did we say? It's not the Bush TV day if we're not working on bunny lawn. Hey, I see they reach just fine there. And it looks like my one net will be long enough. Great. So the net is basically just to keep the rain out, provide a little bit of shade, and just a quick, easy way to close that gap on top. Although I suspect the rain is over for now. Never mind. I'm smelling something, but I'm not seeing anything. Mukoso says he's been having a day of his own. They want to go home early. They're hungry and tired. So he said, well, I said to him, let's see if he can build and hurry it up for us. I was busy editing and drinking a coffee, and he's getting there. Lekker. So just one layer, then they can go home. Then I'm happy with the progress. And this kabashandi got a roof. Very tempted to put some plastic on top there and then my grass, but also everything's temporary. I think I'm just gonna plant some grass on top of this now. Just got to get that
Then now it looks like you gotta clock the music under 30 seconds. I try to stay with 20, 22 to be safe. Yo, like one of your coffees doesn't even translate into a bag of compost these days. So, well, for me it was semi-free. Just a lot of years, 3-4 years for this compost. So 2 wheelbarrows, that's a bit expensive for me today. I'm gonna go with 1 and just some clay soil on top. So there, lekker on a Saturday, a garden project. Planted some grass, don't have enough for this whole roof, but this is lekker Zimbabwe grass, very thick leaves. So there it is. Let's hope it grow and hope this oakie is gonna stay lekker. Not sure if it's gonna be a house for the dog or a house for the termites. Only time can tell.
You won't trick me twice. Dead or alive, won't touch me tonight. Dead or alive, won't catch me tonight. You cast a spell, the poison on.
Gos nonja, gos inwa,
Nonja inwa.
nonja inwa.
So there's the full moon on the Saturday evening. So while I'm having to go close the gate, Susie from Germany, she was asking about colors and stuff. She replied with a blue heart on a Wednesday's video, if I'm not mistaken there. And the Wednesday's videos, you know, just trying to create order out of the chaos. Wednesday I tried to keep it with an orange. And so I said, well, I at first replied with a green heart and then realized, hey, it's a Wednesday video, I got to reply with a orange heart. And then she asked about, let me explain or whatever, and I just had a really simple, you know, just a like a joke comment and not something too serious, and they removed it. So let me try and put it on the screen. Basically, since Mondays are blue Mondays, there's the blue for Mondays, trying to keep the Mondays always with blue colors. Tuesday is Choose Life Chillo. Wednesdays running into Thursdays. We see how that goes. Sometimes into the Fridays we keep with the orange. It's the W3W days. And Fridays, of course, is green. Food Forest Fridays are green. Like to get into the automation of things in the future. On Fridays more. Saturdays are whatever Saturdays are. Sundays are whatever that is. And the Mondays is then again a blue Monday. What else? I didn't say much more than that, and that got removed. Oh, I said check out the Bush TV Day 54, the 5th of
It's the 44th
April one. I
one.
think it was that one. If you want to understand more about the orange and the Wednesdays and all that. It's a sunny Sunday morning on our Namibian Food Forest homestead, and it seems the full moon fairies were very busy. We woke up with a nice cement floor here. How cool is that? Well, it's a sunny Sunday for those who worship the sun. For us, it's like overcast. I see we have a situation here.
now, if you took your rabbits earlier, you might have been the proud daddy of new babies. I wonder what's going on there. She can't just have at one. I don't see any other. What? So I guess that was her first time. It was just one and she just plopped it out there in the open and it died. What is with these rabbits? Why only one? Okay. How beautiful are these? There's the wall. Let me just tell this quickly. So if you see yesterday's footage, Mukoso, he was making balls and that makes a lot more cracks. It's better to just pack a lot of clay and then slap it together and you have better cohesion. Having balls of clay do this. Anyways, what is with bunnies? Just like 2 hours later or whatever, bloop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now why here? They have a nice little spot there. What should I do here? At the onset of starting this food forest homestead, we had a lot of bees around, and then especially the last year or two they really gotten few and died back. Didn't see them much. They used to sit here full, but lately they are coming back. I suspect that nearby beehives were chopped down for their honey. So at Voko makes, he showed how to make a beehive from just 5-liter bottles. So I think I must just try that and go put up a beehive in the backyard. So it seems only one made it. I left them for an hour or so to just see what she does with him. And so this one I'm trying to get him to drink, but it doesn't seem he wants to do that. Screaming from too much oxygen. So there in the cage is the 5, or well the 4. It looks like they didn't make it. Oh. I think this is the first time baby mom and that's why it's not going well. And this is the first time baby, he doesn't also know what to do. So we got the baby in there. It did take a few sips of milk, it seemed. And so let's hope mother instincts kicks in here. They like to munch on these flowers. Rest well, my little bunnies.
The sharing of biased and
False news has become all too common on social media.
More alarming, some media outlets publish these stories are true without checking facts first.
Unfortunately, some members of the media use their platforms to push their own personal bias and agenda to control exactly what people think. And this is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
Let's run away before the morning comes.
And if you guys move a free, you need to let that man go. You need to let that man go. I see the world though, gotta keep you light, gotta keep close with my bros. Yeah, get it low. And I feel myself getting better. I'm out, you're my guns and what I went all that chinchilla, you're the best fix. Right now, it's made before. You know it's lucky that my niggas go together. We stay down, trying to make pound, trying to see exactly how this life can go for us now.
It's not yet the Bush TV day for Monday. Still here on the Sunday on our Namibian Food Forest Homestead. Some things people don't want to talk about it, and I understand everybody is compartmentalized and oh, I don't like that, and ooh, I don't want to think about that and what. Well, like I'm trying to be making clear here, everything is one thing here. Like, get the new word for yourselves if you don't understand the word everything. Because just for an example here, how world POTX influence things here. This whole open area is where we wanted to build our house. And we were working in that direction. Until 2022, Zelensky and the Ukraine nonsense started. And then petrol, diesel got so expensive, the income I used to make, I couldn't make anymore. So I lost the stream of income. And we couldn't build our house there. And that's why we finished up the small kabashu at the back, the small construction site tent office, site office. It was just a place to lay ahead while establishing things here. So what's going on, everything also affects us here on the ground here today. Your ignorance also affects us, and like I'm telling you, your ignorance, you will be accountable for it. I will hold you accountable for it. Your ignorance or compliance. Start seeing it that way, because it is that way. You are complying with some nasty people. And you refuse to hear the truth. Here, we document what we want to document. We say what needs to be said. Let's get rolling with a lekker Bush TV day. Okay. It seems this one didn't make it the day through. But it looks like it's having a little smile on it. Went peacefully after a few sips of milk. I think these new moms are stupid and don't know what they're doing. Somebody's getting a nice lot of rain. That's the compost kettle. Some moringa, banana, pawpaw, papaya. May my words spread like a fire today. Look at this nonsense on your screen. Just standard run-of-the-mill everyday news. How often do we see nonsense like this? That's how the rich get richer, and it's all just a show. No. It's time now. I've asked a serious question, and seriously, I didn't see any serious answers there. What is your worth? What is your price? If I have to pay you standing ISO, just there, all day, from 7 to 7, in the sun, you can bring a hat, bring some water, bring food if you need that. I'm gonna give you a shovel or whatever to stand with, but you're gonna stand all day, 12 hours in the sun. How much do you need to get paid for that? Because that is what's going on at voting day, especially here. We stand all day in the sun. Now, a lot of people like to come and ask help from me. If you would like to beg from me in the cities, I do not appreciate it when you go every 4 years and stand 12 hours in the sun and vote for this nonsense.
Polarization. Almost. Very close. Pollination. So the ADIs buzz from flower to flower and spread pollen, which is the same way organic bees used to do. And the technology around this...
Normalizing a messed up future here for you on Black Mirror Day. So, finally, we're on the Monday. We have a lovely few visitors in the food forest this morning. I didn't explain it very well. If you plant tomatoes and pumpkins and things, you're gonna eat 2-3 times from that. You have to spend so much time to water it. If you miss a day, you are busy with work or whatever and you can't water it, it's gonna suffer. So when I talk about planting for the future, I mean trees. Planting a tree, wait now for 5 years, that's nothing. And then you have a lot of food. A tree is more forgiving. If you can't water it the one day, you can wait till the next day. It will bear a lot more fruit than a tomato plant or a pumpkin. So yes, I don't see... it's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. Plant fruits and foods that doesn't waste your time. Get more independent and less dependent. Why do you think this is a dependent state? They want to get you dependent on them so that they can say some stuff for you in the future. You must do this, otherwise you don't get food. First things first, on the Monday morning, getting a bit of firewood. Some ugly car noise in the background, but look at these beautiful flowers here, growing wild in the bush. Here's some more. Look at this shroom. How weird is that? I hear Claire can't make fire. Not that she can't make fire, I'm sure she can make fire. She's just not allowed to make fire. So yes, Claire, on the Blue Monday here with a blue eye, would really just, you know, get this whole thing burning for you. For now, you're gonna have to settle for the small one, but we're going to make a big one sometime. Stay tuned. If we just want to build a clay house, I guess that's no issue if there's plastics in it, so I might come scrape together some of this to mix in with the clay for the kabashu. But for today, we're getting something to burn for everybody. We were given some of these fine charcoal that's had its better days. So yes, we got in heaps like this that we can take, and we're going to use this to see if we can make lime wash for the kabashu one day. So there it is, some burn baby burn. There's some clay, we're gonna bring some more soon. I think here is just a perfect spot for it, having a round body there and coming out here with a kind of like a funnel. I want to make it like a jet oven. What do you call it? A jet stove. Like a giant termite jet stove. A nice massive tree. Easily 1.5 meters. Well, if you count the piece on the right, it's easily 2 meters across. I had a chat in the comments about some water plants with some guys from Australia, and I said I'll try and clock this for you. It's our lucky day, it's still here. This is about, what, 3 kilometers from the homestead. Look at all these water flowers, how beautiful. I need to take a photography course so that I can know how to take better footage to do this scene justice for you. But there they are. It's lekker deep. We're going off-road here. We're hunting. We're hunting for those things straight ahead. But not this one, it's too much in view. I don't have time to go far to look for one. We got one. Maybe they tried to send the Lahaina laser over us or what one day. So a little bit of bush TV, documenting this for the future. Just some termite mound. Dead mushara tree. There's the gold. So this is a strangle fig. Going into an old tambuti, I think it looks like. Here's a little bit of water. Just another rainwater pan. The next day, Mukoso's layer is looking like this. Not blaming it all on him. Some is going through to there. But that's how what happens. So when I was taking a break earlier, these guys mixed up some clay. They're offloading clay now, which I will show sometimes before or after this, and soon, just before lunch, we'll build a bit. I'm getting too old for this. My back is taking a punch, so this was done very quickly. The guys are setting up a bit of a camp here at block 5 and having a quick lunch. They brought their food today, so we can power through to later. So easy, 2 layers. And they get compressed together, more or less a little bit. And then another thing that I've come to notice is that it seems if you can close off the surface nicely with a like a clay layer, it doesn't dry out so fast, it forms less cracks. Get it down. Second layer. Stack it up. There we are, 2 layers a day. Hopefully we'll keep the frost away in the winter. We also brought 2 loads of clay. So now it's just making a plan with water. Then construction on a kiln can start. How patient must a man be? My pen is gone again. Lekker.